Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. I forgot to write it. We are continuing working with our story, Ira Sleeps Over by Bernard Weber. You have two worksheets today. You have this one that is junk, and it says Reggie showed Ira some junk in his room. Do you remember what some of the junk was? Draw a picture of Reggie's junk. Put at least 5 junk things from the story in your picture. I made a list. I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 technically, because 2 of them. But when we come to that page, we'll work on that. But you also have this one, and it's scrambled story sentences. Arrange these scrambled story sentences in the order they happen in the story, okay? So in order to do this, I want you to just draw a line from the edge under each number. So under number 1, under number 2, under number 3, under number 4, under number 5, under number 6, and under number 7. Now, as I reread the story, you're going to put a number next to those other numbers. And this time, I want you to write 1 for, if you're going to do first, so you'll do 1 ST. For second, you do 2 ND. Third is 3 RD. Fourth is 4 PH. Okay? Fifth, sixth, and seventh. That's what you'll write on that line, because then you're going to look for where you write first and you're going to copy that sentence. You notice there's not a lot of room there. You need to write well, neatly, and use a really nice sharp pencil, and you'll do fine. Okay? So we have Reggie gets foo-foo and goes to bed. Ira's sister reminds Ira that he has never slept without his teddy bear. Ira and Reggie play office with rubber stamps. Ira is invited to Reggie's house for the night. Ira gets Tata and goes back to Reggie's house. Reggie tells Ira a ghost story, and Ira decides not to take his teddy bear and leaves for Reggie's house. So we're going to put these in order. I was invited to sleep at Reggie's house. Was I happy? I had never slept at a friend's house before. So already you can see, if you look down at number 4, Ira is invited to Reggie's house for the night. So I'm going to write 1 ST on the line in front of the 4. Okay? But I had a problem. It began when my sister said, "Are you taking your teddy bear along?" "Taking my teddy bear along?" I said. "To my friend's house? Are you kidding? That's the silliest thing I ever heard. Of course I'm not taking my teddy bear." And then she said, "But you never slept without your teddy bear before. How will you feel sleeping without your teddy bear for the very first time?" Uh-oh. Ira's sister reminds Ira that he has never slept without his teddy bear. That's number 2. So I'm going to put 2ND in front of it. Okay? I'll feel fine. I'll feel great. I will probably love sleeping without my teddy bear. Just don't worry about it, I said. "Who's worried?" she said. But now she had me thinking about it. Now she really had me thinking about it. I began to wonder, suppose I won't like sleeping without my teddy bear? Suppose I just hate sleeping without my teddy bear? Should I take him? "Take him," said my mother. "Take him," said my father. "But Reggie will laugh," I said. "He'll say I'm a baby." He won't laugh, said my mother. He won't laugh, said my father. He'll laugh, said my sister. I decided not to take my teddy bear. Well, Ira decides not to take his teddy bear. So that's 3RD right by the 7. That afternoon, I played with Reggie. Reggie had plans, big plans. Tonight, he says, when you come to my house, we're going to have fun, fun, fun. First, I'll show you my junk collection. After that, we'll have a wrestling match. After that, a pillow fight. After that, we'll do magic tricks. After that, we'll play checkers. After that, we'll play dominoes. After that, we can fool around with my magnifying glass. Great, I said. I can hardly wait. By the way, I asked, what do you think of teddy bears? But Reggie just went on talking and planning as if he had never heard of teddy bears. And after that, he said, do you know what we can do after that? I mean, when the lights are out and the house is really dark, guess what we can do? What? I asked. We can tell ghost stories. Ghost stories? I said. Ghost stories, said Reggie. Scary, creepy, spooky ghost stories. I began to think about my teddy bear. Does your house get very dark? I asked. Uh-huh, said Reggie. Very, very dark? Uh-huh, said Reggie. By the way, I said again, what do you think of teddy bears? Suddenly, Reggie was in a big hurry to go someplace. See you tonight, he said. See you, I said. I decided to take my teddy bear. I think we put that third there a little too early. Good, said my mother. Good, said my father. But my sister said, what if Reggie wants to know your teddy bear's name? Did you think about that? And did you think about how he will laugh and say, Tata is a silly baby name? Even for a teddy bear? He won't ask, I said. He'll ask, she said. I decided not to take my teddy bear. At last it was time to go to Reggie's house. Good night, said my mother. Good night, said my father. Sleep tight, said my sister. I went next door where Reggie lived. So I guess we did put the third in the right place. Ira decided not to take his teddy bear and leave for Reggie's house. Okay? So we still have Reggie gets foo-foo and goes to bed. Ira and Reggie play office with rubber stamps. Ira gets Tata and goes back to Reggie's house. And Reggie tells Ira a ghost story. Okay, you're going to put those in order. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. That night, Reggie showed me his junk. He showed me his flashlight, his collection of bottle caps, a chain made of chewing gum wrappers, some picture postcards, an egg timer, jumbo goggles, a false nose and mustache, and a bunch of old rubber stamps and labels from his father's office. Whew! We decided to play office with the rubber stamps. Okay, so you have to find that. Find Ira and Reggie play office with rubber stamps. It's number 3, and put 4TH there. And let's look at his junk. I'm going to leave this page up. Okay, I'm going to reread it. That night, Reggie showed me his junk. He showed me his flashlight, his collection of bottle caps, a chain made of chewing gum wrappers, some picture postcards, an egg timer, jumbo goggles, a false nose and mustache, and a bunch of old rubber stamps and labels from his father's office. Okay, so it's time for you to pause this video and come up with 5 pictures of junk and draw it on this page right here. So pause the video, look at this page, these 2 pages, and draw pictures of 5 items of junk, okay? And then come back and finish with us. I'm going to continue. After that, we had a wrestling match. And after that, we had a pillow fight. And after that, Reggie's father said, bedtime. Already? Said Reggie. Already, said his father. We get into bed. Good night, said Reggie's father. Good night, we said. Reggie sighed. I sighed. We can still tell ghost stories, said Reggie. Do you know any? I asked. Uh-huh, said Reggie. Reggie began to tell a ghost story. One Once there was this ghost, and he lived in a haunted house, only he did most of the haunting himself. This house was empty except for this ghost because nobody wanted to go near this house. They were so afraid of this ghost. And every night this ghost would walk around this house and make all kinds of chunky, creaky sounds. A-roomp, a-roomp, like that. And he would go around looking for people to scare because that's what he liked to do most. That's what he liked most to do, scare people. And he was very scary to look at. Oh, was he scary to look at? Okay, I think we know what fifth is. Number 6, Reggie tells Ira a ghost story. Is fifth. Reggie stopped. Are you scared? He asked. Uh-huh, I said. Are you? What? Said Reggie. Are you scared? Just a minute, said Reggie. I have to get something. What do you have to get? I asked. Oh, something, said Reggie. Reggie pulled the something out of a drawer. The room was dark, but I could see it had fuzzy arms and legs and was about the size of a teddy bear. I looked again. It was a teddy bear. Reggie got back into bed. Now about this ghost, he said. Is that your teddy bear? I asked. What? Said Reggie. Is that your teddy bear? You mean this teddy bear? The one you're holding, I said. Uh-huh, Reggie answered. Do you sleep with him all the time? What? Said Reggie. Do you sleep with him all of the time? Uh-huh. Does your teddy bear have a name? Does your teddy bear have a name? I said louder. Uh-huh, Reggie answered. What is it? You won't laugh, said Reggie. No, I won't laugh, I said. Promise? I promise. It's Foo-Foo. Did you say Foo-Foo? Uh-huh, said Reggie. So what happened sixth? Reggie gets Foo-Foo and goes to bed. Just a minute, I said. I have to get something. What do you have to get? Reggie asked. Oh, something, I answered. The next minute, I was ringing my own doorbell. The door opened. Ira, everyone said. What are you doing here? I changed my mind, I answered. You what? Said my mother. You what? Said my father. You what? Said my sister. She was still up. I changed my mind. I said, I decided to take Tata after all. I went upstairs. Soon I was down with Tata. My sister said, Reggie will laugh. You'll see how he'll laugh. He's just going to fall down laughing. He won't laugh, said my mother. He won't laugh, said my father. He won't laugh, I said. So what happened seventh? Ira gets Tata and goes back to Reggie's house. I came back to Reggie's room. I have a teddy bear too, I said. Do you want to know his name? I waited for Reggie to say, uh-huh, but Reggie didn't say, uh-huh. Reggie didn't say anything. I looked at Reggie. He was fast asleep. Just like that, he had fallen asleep. Reggie, wake up, I said. You have to finish telling the ghost story. But Reggie just held his teddy bear closer and went right on sleeping. And after that, well, there wasn't anything to do after that. Good night, I whispered to Tata, and I fell asleep too. So today, you had to have finished the junk sheet, and then here you have to put the sentences in the correct order. So first, find where you wrote first and you copy it exactly. So first, Ira is invited. You have to write really small. If you can't write on this, then you can use handwriting paper or spelling paper or whatever you need. But you see how Mrs. Bedard is doing it so that each one. I'm going to move it and hold it right up so you can see. I have these numbers here, and now I'm going to follow them here. And I write exactly what was up here. So right here at number 4, I copied exactly the words, and I still have tall letters and small letters and letters that fall. And when you're finished, you will be able to read this and it will tell the story in order. Okay? I'll see you in a little bit for math. Go ahead and finish these worksheets.